As China faces growing energy demands, the government is promoting new energy vehicles such as electric, hybrid, and hydrogen cars. But before these wheels get onto city streets, developers must overcome high research and development costs and reshape consumers' purchasing habits. A group of international experts gathered recently at the China-Europe International Business School in Shanghai to plan the road ahead for new energy vehicles in China. Li Zhuamiao takes a look at their direction.
China's 30 million-odd petrol-driven automobiles suck up nearly half of the country's total oil. China's demand for outside oil is forecast to rise to 270 million metric tons in 2020. And to minimize demand, the country is promoting cars driven by new energies. But vehicles such as hybrid gas and electric cars, which use 40% less fuel and produce 80% less pollution, are expensive to create.
Developing new energy-driven models has been listed as a key state project in the 11th five-year plan from 2006 to 2010. The government now allocates money from the State Public Financial Fund to support research, but we can't invest as heavily as for the Shenzhou spacecraft. Currently, the fund is only limited to basic study.
Mr. Zhang, who has been participating in the country's new energy car project for 2 decades, says China has spent some 1 billion yuan on the research and development of hydrogen cars. But countries like the US and Germany spend 100 times that.
There is also a difference in the basic capabilities of manufacturing a new model, such as the material, processing technologies, and equipment needed.
35,000 new cars hit Shanghai streets every year, and the trend is nationwide. But these conventional models are half the price that a hybrid will cost, which makes winning customers over a big challenge for hybrid automakers.
Consumers often have a very short-term orientation, as we know from research, and they often don't see the benefits for themselves in terms of, for example, using more environmentally friendly forms of energies. Plus, very often there's no incentive for them to do so because the price for gasoline is acceptable to them.
Professor Schmidt says China's retail petrol prices remain relatively low compared to the US or Germany, which discourages the pursuit of alternative fuels. But he also suggests that China's auto industry is young and the consumers' preferences are still pliable. Public awareness campaigns and high-profile marketing can thus be used to achieve good effect.
It can be cool, it can be forward-looking, it can be interesting to the customer to have the latest technology, and that latest technology might be an environmentally friendly car.
Other auto experts attending the forum point out economic incentives are the most direct way to lure customers. Besides governmental policies such as preferential taxes and subsidies, automakers are also seeking chances to cooperate with leading auto giant nations.
On single fuel cell components, especially to reduce the cost of those components, because I think there's a lot of technology potential in China.
Currently, Chinese automakers such as FAW, Chery and Geely all have their own new energy car projects. FAW is cooperating with Toyota to explore its own hybrid sedan, while the others are working closely with domestic institutions such as Tongji and Tsinghua on the R&D of new cars. Government officials predict new energy-driven models will achieve mass production by the end of this decade and be introduced nationwide from 2020. Li Zhuamiao for BizWatch.